It's my duty as of now
hold on,
to.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Is my hair good?
You're good.
Yeah, your hair's beautiful.
It's terrible, I know.
Going through his
Oh man.
Okay. All right. So
Let's
I'm
take a
going to
shower.
introduce the leader of the Knights Templar of Dagorhir, Count William. He is currently one of the best bosses I've ever had, and also the head weapons checker, herald, garb guy of Aratari, which is actually pretty cool and pretty big deal. And he's been playing for 6 years. I've only been playing for like 2. It's pretty impressive. So without further ado, with his armor and no garb, is my Count William.
Very prepared.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so tell us about
Hold
how
on,
you
can you
got
spell your
started
name?
on-
What?
Say your full name and spell it, please.
Real name or
Real name,
Fake name.
and game name.
okay? William Wheltle is my real name. Count William is my Dagorhir name. Spell him.
Yeah, spell your real name.
William William Wheltle Wheltle, then Count William Count William William whatever. Okay.
So tell us about how you got this started.
Basically, it was my friends Mike Weaver and Matt Sandy had a whole bunch of weapons in their room, and they're like, "This is a perfect big field," and they were like, "Let's start fighting." And at the time, no one had ever seen something like this. It was kind of new, because movies weren't showing this kind of stuff. So we just went out, started fighting, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. We used to have this entire area would just be filled. We'd have bigger crowds than the football team, which was kind of sad but hilarious at the same time. So it was a cool startup, and that's actually how I got into it, was that startup. So I've been fighting ever since. But
What year was that?
2006, the fall semester 2006, I think.
And why did you guys have weapons in your rooms?
Because Matt and Mike were crazy characters, and they love having their weapons. They kind of used to spar by themselves, but they were like, let's stop being by ourselves, let's start fighting with other people. And so that's how it kind of, they've been fighting way longer than I had. So
How did you guys recruit people?
recruitment was weird at first because our unit we used to be Japanese, so it was a little weird. We were all white guys being Japanese, so it didn't really make any sense, and we only used spears. We didn't use any shields, we didn't use any swords, so it didn't make any sense, and a lot of people didn't really like us for that. But eventually we switched over to the Templar, and that made us easier, and now we got like 20, 30 people in the field
Did
sometimes.
you guys
so.
have to campaign in any way? Like try to...
It's usually it's kind of like people just find us. I do a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I film a lot of events, so people would watch the videos. They'd see the Templar charging and doing crazy stuff and shenanigans. So it kind of just, they saw that, said it looks pretty fun, and decided to join up.
I'm sure it's easy for guys to find you because you're not just like anyone else out here.
Yeah,
You know,
It's-
not a regular sports.
yeah, it's a very different thing, and I think nowadays it's getting more and more like acceptable. I'd say 6 years ago it wasn't. It was kind of weird, but now you've got like role models, and Discovery Channel did a thing on us, and the Full Metal Jousting. Yeah, Full Metal. You have all these shows that are, highlighting medieval combat. So more people are like, okay, this is kind of hardcore. Let me see if I can do this. So it's getting easier and easier these days.
So did you graduate from here?
No, it did not.
Okay. How long has it been since you've left here?
It's been 4 years. I only
Okay.
stay here for 2. So.
And have you seen like a lot of change in the group since you've been gone?
Yeah, there's a huge change. There's a lot more people.
Okay.
It was really hard at first because everyone was willing to be on the field, but they didn't want to go to actual battles, real ones, like the ones where we have like 300 people on the field. So they are kind of like, I like practicing, but I don't like going any further than that. So now most of these guys go to events too. So our ratio of getting people onto the field, the real field, is a lot better than it was back in the day.
Why do
So
you think that people didn't like to go to events before?
laziness, pure laziness. That's all. It's always that. It's the first battle. Everyone has a hard time trying to get to it. They're like, I want to do it, but it's on a Saturday, and I got drunk last night, and I don't really feel like going. And so it's always hard to get the first person to their first battle. But then once they go to their first battle, they're like, oh my God, what have I been missing? This is the greatest thing I've ever done.
What do
So
you think motivated them now?
what motivates them now is the fact that we have a lot more experienced fighters here. Back in the day, it was only like 3 of us. So it was like 3, 4, 5 of us maybe. I think there were some Darkhan guys too. So there wasn't enough influence. Now, most of these guys, they're all good fighters, they're all experienced, so the new fighters go, I want to be like that, I want to start, getting garb and getting armor and stuff like that, so it's a lot easier.
So what unit are you a part of today?
Today, I'm technically, I guess, a Baltimore Ravens, but I technically represent the Templar, so I just did not get the memo that we were wearing garb.
But hey,
So-
they backed you up, right?
Oh, no, this is my armor, so
Okay.
I brought my armor, but I didn't bring garb, my bad.
Well used.
So, yeah.
All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Cool.